Nehemiah 11. New people move into Jerusalem. Now the leaders of the Israelites moved into the city of Jerusalem. The rest of the people used lots to decide who else should move there with the leaders. They chose a tenth of the people to live in Jerusalem, the holy city. The rest of the people stayed in their own towns. The people who stayed asked God to bless those who were willing to move to Jerusalem. Some of the Israelites, priests, Levites, servants, and descendants of Solomon's servants lived in the various towns throughout Judah. These all lived on property they owned in these towns, but the area leaders lived in Jerusalem, and other people from the families of Judah and Benjamin lived in Jerusalem. These are the descendants of Judah who moved into Jerusalem. Athaiah, son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, who was the son of Amariah, who was the son of Shephatiah, who was the son of Mahalalel, who was the descendant of Perez, and Mahasiah, son of Baruch, the son of Colhose, who was the son of Haziah, who was the son of Adiah, who was the son of Joiarib, who was the son of Zechariah, who was a descendant of Shelah. The number of Perez's descendants living in Jerusalem was 468. All of them were brave men. These are the descendants of Benjamin, who moved into Jerusalem. Sallu, son of Meshullam, the son of Jod, who was the son of Pedaiah, who was the son of Kolaiah, who was the son of Maaseiah, who was the son of Ithiel, who was the son of Yeshaiah. And those who followed Yeshaiah was Gabai and Salai. Altogether there were 928 men. Joel, son of Zichri, was in charge of them, and Judah, son of Hasenuah, was in charge of the second district of the city of Jerusalem. These are the priests who moved into Jerusalem: Jediah, son of Joiarib, Jachin, and Sariah, son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, who was the son of Zadok, who was the son of Merioth, who was the son of Haitub, who was the supervisor in the temple of God, and 822 men of their brothers that did the work for the temple, and Adiah, son of Jeroham, the son of Pelaliah, who was the son of Amzi, who was the son of Zechariah, who was the son of Pashur, who was the son of Malchijah, and 242 men who were Adiah's brothers, leaders of their families. Amashsai, son of Azarel, the son of Azai, was the son of Mishilemoth, who was the son of Immer, and 128 of Amashai's brothers. These men were brave soldiers. The officer over them was Zabdiel, son of Haggedolim. These are the Levites who moved into Jerusalem: Shemaiah, son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, who was the son of Hashabiah, who was the son of Buni, Shealtiah, and Jozabad, two of the leaders of the Levites in charge of the outside work of God's temple. Mattaniah, the son of Micah, who was the son of Zabdi, who was the son of Asaph, the director who led the people in singing songs and praise and prayer. Bakbukiah, second in charge over his brothers, and Abda, son of Shammua, the son of Galal, who was the son of Jeduthun. There were 284 Levites who moved into Jerusalem, the holy city. These are the gatekeepers who moved into Jerusalem: Akub, Talmon, and 172 of their brothers. They watched and guarded the gates of the city. The other Israelites and the other priests and Levites lived in all the towns of Judah. Everyone lived on the land that their ancestors had owned. The temple servants lived on the hill of Ophel. Ziha and Gishpa were in charge of the temple servants. The officer over the Levites in Jerusalem was Uzi. Uzi was the son of Bani, the son of Hashabiah, who was the son of Mattaniah, who was the son of Micah. Uzi was a descendant of Asaph. Asaph's descendants were the singers, who were responsible for the service in God's temple. The singers obeyed orders from the king, which told them what to do from day to day. Pethahiah, son of Meshezabel, told the people that what the king wanted done. Meshezabel was one of the descendants of Zerah. Zerah was Judah's son. The people of Judah lived in these towns, in Kiriath Arba and the small towns around it, in Zibon and the small towns around it, in Jekabzeel and the small towns around it, and in Yeshua, in Moladah, in Beth Pelet, in Hazar Shwal, in Beersheba and the small towns around it, and in Ziklag, in Mekonah and the small towns around it, and in Ramon, in Zorah, in Jarmuth, and in Zanoah, and Adulam, and the small towns around them, in Lachish and the fields around it, and in Azekah and the small towns around it. So the people of Judah were living all the way from Beersheba to the valley of Hinnom. The descendants of the family of Benjamin from Geba lived in Michmash, Aijah, Bethel, and the small towns around it, in Anathoth, Nob, and Ananiah, in Hazor, Ramah, and Gittaim, in Hadid, Zeboim, and Nebalat, in Lod and Ono, and in the valley of the craftsmen. Some of the groups from the family of Levi moved to the land of Benjamin.